What's up? It's me, the masked man. It's a mystery who I am. And it might seem like a mystery what the hell I'm doing here. You guys recognize this? Oh, it's so shiny. I'm gonna have to, sand that bad boy down a bit. Trying something new today on a Wildcard Wednesday because you never know what you're gonna get on a Wildcard Wednesday. You really don't. Um, ZenkaiCon is this weekend, and we're in crunch mode, pretty hard right now. So I figured I've been doing a good bit of like creative streams instead of gaming. I mean, I've been painting and building Gundams basically, and and freaking make that go away, go away, stop this. In Armored Core. So this is still kind of gonna be a chill art stream. Um, I've got stuff to paint, and if you want to chill and paint with me, welcome. You might be able to tell from the jacket that I have here, and or by the name of the video you're currently watching, whether live or after the fact on YouTube. I'm going to be cosplaying Enjin from Gachi Akata, which is this incredible anime. Please watch it if you haven't. There's only one season out now. It's pretty brand new. I don't know if you can tell, I like scuffed this up and made it look grungy and gross, and you know, I think it brings some character to it because these characters in this show live in a world of garbage, literal garbage. So I'm taking the costume itself and kind of like weathering it up right now. But that's being put aside for the evening because if you know this character, it looks like my umbrella's glowing. It doesn't glow. It's the light. This character's vital instrument slash his weapon of choice is an umbrella. Get ready for some bad luck. Um, and again, like I just bought a white umbrella and just dinged the crap out of it, and I see I like made it dirty and gross, like it was found in a dump, which that's kind of the point. Let me change the color of this light real quick. I don't know if that helps. Nope, that actually hurts. That makes it worse. It's very dingy. Wait, what if I just turn it off? Yeah. Um, you can kind of tell from this angle. You can also tell I don't normally do this type of thing. So, anyway, I dinged it up, and it's got some pretty badass, um, like graffiti on it, or stickers, or I'm not sure what they're in universe supposed to be. They look like stickers, but I'm painting those on right now. I've got them sketched out. So we've got this one. I love this one that looks like it kind of looks like a middle finger. It just looks like a hand. Like, hope I don't get taken down for that profanity. But we've already got there's some X's or pluses or crosses or whatever you want to call them. I've painted those on. I've done all the black parts. So what is left is to do, like for this one, it's actually got like a yellow background, or whatever you want to call it, edge. This outer circle on this angry smiley face is red, and then these two will be red and green, respectively. So, gotta do that this week. Today and tomorrow to do it. So, rather than neglect my stream this evening, we're doing another creative one. So let's just chill and paint some stuff. Let's do... Let's do this yellow one first. I think that'll take the least amount of paint and time. Ooh. Ooh. I think we lost the helmet. We're losing the helmet. What's the best way to present this? Can I put it like here? What about upside down? Ooh! That might be the ticket. I was worried this umbrella would be too small, and now it's like taking up the whole freaking frame. Let's get our other mood lighting back on. There we go. Maybe turn it down a touch so it's not quite so... Anyway, upside down seems to be the move, especially if we go like here. Yeah, and then I can kind of get behind it and guide a little. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's gonna make my arm tired though. And boy, are my arms tired. That's fine. I should probably actually go lightest to darkest. God damn it. The thing that's blocking my chat. There we go. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Then I can kind of like... Yeah, can you guys even see that? Guess we'll find out. That's what these things are for. Yeah, let's go lightest to darkest. I think I'll do this yellow one first. I literally just got like the cheapest acrylic I could find. I'm not trying to do, I'm not trying to spend all this money for some paint I'm probably going to use once. And as we see here, we've got a little double of our cadmium yellow, of course. Sorry, primary yellow. Yes. The cadmium yellow was far too expensive and also a bit pretentious, if you ask me. I'm not mixing colors because I don't really feel like trying super hard to make them consistent. So... Okay. I don't even know if you can see this. This is experimental for sure. Are we sure that was the best angle? No, we are not. We never are. Let me not get paint on my freaking hoodie here. Yeah, this is fine. I don't even know if you guys can really see. is supposed to be therapeutic. And it is. This brush pack I got was very limited on diversity of brushes, so I needed like a super tiny one, so I got this. Like, this is the smallest one, and I don't know if you can tell, but I like chopped off the sides. So I just took an X-Acto knife to most of it, and then it's been going pretty well so far. That's how America did it. That's how God did it. And it's worked out pretty well so far. What's that from? Cookies and cake. That sounds good to me. Is there... No, I was gonna like play some music or something, but Twitch I think is super twitchy about that. So I probably won't. Don't need to get banned here. Whoops. It's interesting, this yellow is kind of... It's going on really thick. It's thick, but it's kind of streaky. It might just be like mixing with the might be mixing with the pencil. The pencil lead. I think I should probably have erased it a little bit, but because obviously when I painted with black, I couldn't tell if it was getting mixed in with the pencil. Which maybe this could work out well because it should be a little bit darker than just the base yellow. Also, your eyes are not deceiving you. I am a lefty. Wait, I was wondering why my hair kept getting in my face. Yeah, see? I got one of those Cruella de Vil long cigarettes. Give me those puppies. Skin them, boil them. That's not what she sounded like at all. Great. Now he's talking about skinning puppies. Lifetime ban. This one I may need to go over twice. Like it's pretty light. Actually, that doesn't look bad. That doesn't look bad at all. I think it's this red light. Honestly, it's this red light that's behind it that makes it look like... Because now you can't even see it. But then up close, just in the white light, it's like, pow-pow! Okay. I'll take pow-pow. Papow. Isn't that No, it's the Papow fruit from Kingdom Hearts. I was gonna say, isn't that a Star Wars planet? But I was thinking of Utapau. Shoutouts to Utapau. If you remember Utapau from Star Wars and you know what the heck I'm talking about, you're a real one. Utapau is the planet from episode 3, where Obi-Wan rides the lizard. And that is not a euphemism. He really does. He rides this like lizard dog. I've never talked to myself so much while I was painting. Is this what people do? Is this what this is like? Is this my life now? Talking to myself. How's it going, chat? Chat, are we cooked? Are we cooked, chat? Grok, is this real? God, no, I'm not that kind of streamer. Oh, yeah, look at that clean ass line that I am now about to disrupt. No. That's fine. Look at these. That reminded me of a funny story. Somebody in the chat, please say something. I feel insane. I feel insane talking to myself more than I normally do when I'm playing video games, because at least I have video games to react to. Now I'm just painting, just crafting and artsing, and I feel like a Christed person. What was I saying? Oh, clean. Look at these clean ass lines. That reminds me of the one and only time ever in my life that I blacked out from drinking too much, and it was a mistake. I mean, a literal mistake. I did not mean to do it. I imagine people probably don't normally mean to, but I really didn't mean to, because I am a type of person that when I am inebriated in any kind of way too much, I get anxious. Something about being out of control of my body, I don't like it. I'm always like, well, this is the time where there's going to be a fire or a landslide or something, and I'm going to have to spring into action and help somebody, or protect myself, or protect, someone I love, or a stranger. And I'm just like, I look around the room and I'm like, oh my god, if something happens, I'm screwed. Like, as soon as I start to feel the Buzz Lightyear from the Bud Light beer, stupid. Not even accurate. I hate beer. As soon as I start to feel the buzz, I'm like, okay, we're good here. Things are a little bit funnier. You're a little more loose. That's where I like to be. Any more than that, and I'm like, we're gonna die. Something's gonna happen. So that being said, one time I was with my very good friend, and he and I were both going through some shit, like, really going through it. And it's a very emotional evening for both of us, and we're, I don't know, I'm trying to forget our woes, so to speak. And so he had busted out a bottle of Malibu, which if you don't know is coconut rum. And I was like, oh, I'll try that. And I was like, that's really good. That's really smooth. I'm kind of a rum guy, but I was never really a coconut guy. Definitely not a coconut guy anymore after this. And I was like, oh man, this is amazing. And I just kept drinking it and just kept drinking it. And feeling fine, by the way. Just, you know, feeling that little bit of like, ooh, yeah, okay, it's nice and warm. You get the warm belly. But not like, okay, oh my god, I need to stop, we're gonna die. I wish my brain had thought that, because then I probably would have stopped. Anyway, the evening winds down, and my friend is like, we were at his place. I was like, I should probably go to bed. And he's like, yeah, me too. I just want to shower first. And so he showered, and I was just sitting there alone with the bottle of very sweet, very smooth coconut rum. And I was like, okay, let me have another one. I'll have one more if you're going to twist my soul. What's that from? If you know, tell me right now. Because we just became best friends. If you twist my arm about it, I guess I will. Which no one was doing, for the record, obviously. And what the heck? And so I just kept going. And I was like, I'm surprised that I'm not feeling anything. And like not feeling the alcohol. Not like not feeling anything. That was later. And it was about this time that my friend came back from showering and was like, oh no. And I was like, what? And I realized that I had drank the whole thing. And I was like, oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I'll buy you another one. Like, I feel bad. I finished this thing off. And he's like, no. Like, you're in danger. Because I had drank most of a whole bottle, like a big bottle, myself. And I was like, no. Like, I literally feel fine. And at the time, like, this was true. I did. I was like, yeah, this is nothing. I kept drinking it because it was delicious, and it doesn't taste very strong, and I'm not feeling anything. And he was like, why don't you stand up? And I was like, okay. So I did, and it was like a little like, ooh, okay, yep, nope, that's definitely hitting, but I wasn't like, well. And I was like, no, I'm fine. I'm just gonna shower too, and because I don't like getting into. This looks pretty good. I was like, I don't like getting into bed dirty. It's just a thing for me. I have to like shower the outside off. Even though I was at somebody else's house, I was like, I don't want to. And I was, I don't want to have my outside all on your inside. That's not a euphemism either. And he was like, I don't know if you're gonna make it to the shower. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm fine. And then that's about the last thing I remember. It all hit me at once. And where this comes back to clean ass lines, apparently, one, I was very grateful for him to tell me this, but he was like, one, you were the most polite drunk person I've ever met in my entire life. You were so conscious of like making a mess, like, and not, like, being embarrassed and not wanting to. He was like, you said you were going to throw up, and you did, and you made it to the bathroom. You didn't, nothing weird happened. You didn't make a mess. And he was like, but the whole time you were trying to convince me that you were not drunk. And I was like, probably because my last memory was not feeling anything. Again, not feeling the alcohol. And he was like, "Yeah, you told me." At one point, I was like, "Why don't you try to walk in a straight line for me?" And I was like, apparently, I got like a little indignant, and I was like, "What? Come on, look, seriously, watch this." And I got up and like just tried to walk in a straight line, what I thought was a straight line, which he said was not very straight. Um, which surprisingly, unfortunately, I did remain straight through all the alcohol because he's a very handsome man. It wouldn't have worked out. We were both tops. Um, so he he was like, yeah, I was walking in what I thought was a straight line, and I was going like, look at these clean ass motherfucking lines. And at the time, I hadn't gone through a divorce yet, which was the thing that made me start swearing. Until that point, I was like, another like kind of control thing for me was I didn't curse, and it's probably a holdover from the Christian upbringing days. But I kept that going for so long. I was like, I made a point of it because I was like, I don't ever want to say something I'm going to regret. And then apparently I was just like, look at these motherfucking clean ass lines, bitch. So now whenever I'm talking about clean ass lines, I think about that. Well, I think about the story of that because I do not remember any of that. I woke up. Oops, I pushed a button. Hope I didn't do anything. I woke up the sickest I have, I think, ever been that next morning, and for the next 48 hours, it was gnarly. It was both ends, which, you know, I don't know if that can happen from alcohol, but we also got an entire platter of sushi. We basically ate the Love Boat. We got the party tray. I mean, we're both. I don't know if you can tell by looking at me. I'm 6'4" and he's 6'6", so we have hollow legs, as my mom used to say. So we just like crushed a bunch of sushi and then drank like a whole bottle of alcohol and some other things. Look at that. That's pretty good. I like that yellow. And he got violently ill too, and was like afterwards saying like, I don't think it was just the alcohol. I think it was something in the sushi. So I was on top of drinking the most alcohol I ever have in my entire life. I ate some of the most sushi I've ever had in my entire life too, and it may not have been good. So all that to say, for the next 48 hours, my insides were rebelling and trying to escape from any orifice that they could. Oh God! Oh no! Just front and back, just north and south. The south mouth, if you will. And then yeah, I was just like every sense was too much. Like I could feel my clothes on me. I could feel like the air. Everything was too loud. Everything was too bright. Even in a pitch black room, I was just like, I had plans the next day. I had to cancel. I stayed there for like the next 48 hours and just was violently ill. Oh, anyone in chat? There's an ad break in 5 minutes. That's cool that I can see this now because I have Twitch pulled up on my computer, which normally I have that for. Doesn't matter. Normally I can't tell when the ad breaks are. So yeah. Never drinking Malibu coconut rum again. Never drinking that much anything ever again. And yeah. That was the only time. It was the only time I ever blacked out. I don't ever want to do that again. So back to the task at hand. I was kind of trying to like get rid of the pencil outlines, but I kind of like them. Like they're kind of, look at my little eyeball sticking out the bottom there. Hi. I feel like they kind of give them a little bit of depth. And my biggest saving grace for this whole thing, this whole freaking cosplay, is the fact that he lives in a trash world, and everything is sloppy, and everything is like not quite perfect, and everything's rough and rough and tumble. Shoutouts to Sonic, and not quite clean ass motherfucking lines. And I got to just play around like for this weathering. I just mixed up some like dirty rusty brown. I put gloves on and just like rubbed them all over the gloves. Actually, here they are, right here. I just put these gloves on, rubbed the paint into them, and then like just rubbed. I put the cosplay on. And I just like rubbed it all over myself, like where like my knees and elbows, like where I thought like the most contact would happen. You know, like he's fighting, so like the edges of the bottom edges of the trench coat, like the back, like the edges of the pants, and here like you can see like the weathering. I tried to focus on the inside, like where the metal parts are, to kind of make it look like it's been left out in the rain and rusting. You know, I'm pretty proud of myself, and I don't normally do stuff like this. Normally I'm just like, yep, I just wear the clean costume and then that's it. But I think it's gonna really make it pop. I mean, it already is. And I overthink everything, so this was a great experience to experience. A great exercise in playing it fast and loose and not having to, you know, follow too many rules and be perfect, because I'm always like, it has to be perfect, but the imperfections is what makes it perfect. I mean, for everything really, but also this specific costume. Enjin. Enjin is his name. I'm trying to think. Maybe I just move on. I like that. I don't want to make it too. I feel like if I layer it, it might be too bright. Like I kind of want it to have that faded look. It's still a bit inconsistent, which I really like about it. So, yeah, let's move on. Let's do the red. I have to do the red around the outside of like the thicker outline of the smiley face thing, and then this sticker graphic thing with the Z. I don't even. It's like some fake in-universe language. The ZLZ, and then these things. Those are that's gonna be red entirely. So that's probably gonna be the bulk of the evening. So yeah, I should move on and stop talking. How's about that? All right. I don't know where to put this while I'm just gonna sit under my umbrella while I hit this with the water. Now my water looks like I just pissed myself and then I put that shit in a jar. It's kind of radioactive, which is kind of fitting. Radioactive. Remember those guys? That very old band? Imagine Dragons? Imagine dragging these nuts across your face. Oh my god. It's so stupid. Alright. Get the red. The best color. Besides black, of course. That's probably good. Don't sing. You'll get copyrighted. You'll get copyright. Okay, can I put this down at all? If so, yeah. Can you even see? Not really. I need to find the need to find the balance of you guys being able to see and me being able to see. That's pretty good. Let's see if we can. This one, we'll clean this off for nothing. No, I should probably still use this small brush. I was gonna use this next one up, but that's gonna be too thick. Well, that might be perfect for this one. I'll just need to do the little details with the little baby one. The size 00 compared to this one. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's not shit. That's not even the right. I'm so glad I caught myself. It needs to be the red here, and this graphic. This one. Oh my god, it caught my leg. I almost knocked my water over. My drinking water, which I need to keep drinking. Drink more water, by the way. Okay. Can we put this like here? Can we put this? I keep trying to do this upside down thing. What an annoying, what an annoyingly shaped object. Can you even see that? Not really. Like, part of me wanted to just take this whole fabric piece off, but it's attached by like little metal clamps that I would have to the clamps that I would have to like remove entirely, like unclamp and then reclamp, and I don't even know if I have the right tool to do it, so I just left it. Alright, stop talking, get back to work. Here we go. This could be good. I think I maybe shouldn't do red. For this particular one. What if I do the red over here? Is that gonna mess with my perception of the color? Probably. the white looks kind of purplish blue. What if it's just off? How about that? Go back to blue over here. Go to white over here. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Kind of like this. I like being able to see through it a little bit. It's easier to see the outline. All right. Just one. So wait, red. I'll do this big red one. And this should be pretty. Oh my god, please don't knock the paint over. This should be pretty straightforward. I feel like I was in the middle of a story. I told the wrong story, so. Why did I do this one right on the crease? That's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. How are you? No, literally, how are you? Please let me know. Don't knock that over. This is kind of stressful, but it's also very cathartic. Let me angle that so you can kind of see it a little better. It's I was just saying, or I have been saying for a long time now, years, that I went to art school, so like, I'm no stranger to creative projects. Nor painting, but it's never really been my thing. And I've lived in the digital space in my career for so long that I kind of miss physically making things. Whether that's like a painting or sculpture. I love sculpture. I loved the sculpture work that I did in college. One time I made a not a Sagittarius. Or is it Sagittarius? Is the goat with the fish body? No, Capricorn. I think. I made a Capricorn out of a chair. I'm not even a Capricorn. We had to do this project. It was a 3D. I was all excited because I thought I was going to be learning like Blender because it was like a 3D design class, and I was like, sick. I can make cool like video game characters. And turns out it was like actually no, like 3-dimensional design, like creating real objects as art. And I was like, oh, okay. So it was a lot of woodworking, a lot of like, there was clay, we had to make a shoe. We had to make a shoe out of like random objects in our house. So I like took apart a backpack and like made it into like a canvas shoe. After a hilariously embarrassing first draft, all of ours were so bad. It was the first project of the semester. All of ours were so bad. And mine was probably the worst. My first one, because I had just taken, I didn't really understand the the assignment. And so I took a I haven't thought about this in a long time. I took a metal like a coat hanger, like a wire hanger, took it apart, made like a skeleton out of, you know, a shoe ish, a shoe adjacent shape, out of the wire of the the very pliable wire of the coat hanger, and then I took like an old T-shirt and like tried to put the fabric around. Like I cut it into strips and stuff and tried to awkwardly like put the fabric around this shoe shape, and it looked like some kind of horrible bullshit that like Kanye West would be selling, or like high fashion shoes that would like come out today that like all look like shit and they cost like $5,000. It looked like something like that. It looked so bad. And then I like, I think I tried to, I don't know if I hand painted or spray painted. I think I spray painted the fabric to make it look like it was like camo. Like it was so bad. The professor was like, guys, I don't know if you understood the assignment, but this ain't it. And she was very kind to me and didn't tell me that mine was the worst directly. But it very much was. So then I took I had like a Vans backpack which I thought was kind of cool because I was like, oh cool, I can take the little rubber Vans logo off of this and just repurpose it elsewhere. And yeah, it was like a canvas backpack. Oh, this is crunchy with all the dried paint on it. Ugh. I need to like pluck one of the hairs off because there's a rogue hair. There we go. It keeps like pulling in one little pixel of color. Anyway, now that that's over with, I can continue my story. So, as I was saying, I hope you can still understand what I'm saying. Oh shit. Okay, good. So I had this like Vans like canvas backpack that then I like took apart and actually made it into like a sandal, and I despise sandals. I do not wear sandals. And get off of there. But because of the backpack, it was all straps and stuff. So I used the like the main straps, the backpack straps itself for like the like part that would go around like your ankle, and then it was kind of like a high top sandal. It was kind of an interesting concept. I should see if I still have pictures of these. I'm trying to think of the best way to approach this here. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Then I was like actually got the assignment down. But all that to say, um, I miss making. I miss creating physical objects. I took a ceramics class I think the following semester, and I fell in love immediately. That was so therapeutic. It was like working with your hands in the clay and like spinning something up out of like just creating something out of nothing. Just like dirt, like this. We just pulled this up out of the ground, and now you just make something with it. This is sick. Okay. Well, if you're new here, I'm doing a new uh, category slash type of stream. Normally, I'm gaming. It's Twitch. That's probably goes without saying. Um, I'm gonna make this a little brighter. Yeah, get a little more light in here. Um, Normally, I'm playing video games. That's what Twitch is all about. Um, but I'm doing a new category, so I don't know if this is gonna bring in new viewership. I can't even tell if. Yeah, there's some people in chat. But I can't see who because I normally do that on my phone and I can't see it on the computer. Or can I? I don't know where I would. Is it here? No? I don't know. So I don't know who's here, who's viewing, if it's a regular or not. Sound off if you don't mind. Just so I know who you are and that it's working. Because I could just be offline right now and not know. No, it says I'm still on. Yeah, it says I'm on the desktop too. Uh, I what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so doing a new category. I'm kind of anticipating different viewership. Maybe this is your first time here. If it is, welcome. This is the experience point. I talk about experiences. How vague could I possibly be? Um, Obviously, here on Twitch, I mostly do gaming content. I'm a variety streamer. I know it's kind of like a bad word, but um, I just like to play what I like, and a lot of the times they are weird, obscure games, or like I don't know. I play. So here, let me give you my whole spiel while I'm doing this. If you're new here, um, and if you're not, thanks for bearing with me, and welcome back. Mondays here on the Experience Point are Main Quest Mondays. That's where I play story-based games that I'm going through. Right now, I am probably 3/4 of the way, if I had to guess, 3/4 of the way through Armored Core 6. That's been super fun. That's what I've been playing on Main Quest Mondays and on Wednesdays, which I'll get to that in a second, and why. I talked about it up top a little bit, but man, I'm almost already done with this one. Sweet. Tuesdays are Talk Tuesdays. I think I mentioned earlier that my buddy Josh from Still Loading Podcast, go give them a follow, joins me just about every Tuesday, and that's just kind of our talk show, vodcast, if you will, where we just kind of catch up. We talk about things that we have experienced through the past week. It's every Tuesday. Whether that's, games primarily, but also movies, anime, food, tabletop gaming. I talk about the arts, whether that's cosplay or music or going to a play. Hey, that looks pretty good. It's a bit weird where it goes over the seams, but I'll take it. Um, anyway, what else do we talk about here on the Experience Point? What do we experience? We talk about the arts. Oh, wellness sometimes. They'll talk about mental health and just navigating life, especially right now. If you live in this, I'm even hesitant to call it a country of the United States. Um, cool. Let's move on to this one here with the Z thing, so we not actually touch it. Um, but yeah, sometimes I will have a guest on to talk about. This time might be good for the upside down. Call me Stranger Things. Wait. Oh shit. That might be problematic. No, we can't do that. The hell was I just saying? Oh yeah. So sometimes on a Tuesday, I'll do what I call an experience share, which is, and I want to do more of these this year, and I've already done quite a bit. Those are basically, I have somebody on who I know in real life who is super into something, whether it be like a game or a movie or anything really, that I'm not, and then I let them just kind of like gush. I ask them questions about it, like how'd you get into this thing, in the goal of the passion, infecting me and making me want to experience this thing too. So I've had people on to talk about Okami and Yakuza and Shenmue and Chrono Trigger, and I've even done one where I got to talk about a game that I want more people to play. Please play this game called Phantom Dust. It was on the original Xbox. It's like Magic the Gathering, but in real time arena combat in a weird ass post apocalyptic world. And it's super rad, and the HD remake is free on Xbox and PC right now. So freaking play it. And if you do, I'll make this face. um, but yeah, so those are Talk Tuesdays. Then Wednesday is Wildcard Wednesday. That's what today is. And maybe never, maybe now more than ever before, tonight, you really never know what you're going to get with a Wildcard Wednesday. Those are normally just like, I'm going to play something weird and obscure, like a Dreamcast game or a N64 game or Phantom Dust. Or lately, like I said, I've been kind of hooked on phonics. I've been hooked on Armored Core, and I've been doing some pretty cool. I like to think pretty cool anyway. Little art projects in that we're making. Speaking of obscure games, making characters like the Armored Core. Nope, the Virtual On cast. Another obscure gem that you need to play if you like robot games or fighting games or Sega or just having a good time. So I've been doing like these cool kind of. Oh, wait a second. Huh. I just realized I did this part wrong. I'll just paint over it correctly. So I played through the story mode and main quest Monday for Armored Core, and then the past like 2 Wildcard Wednesdays have been me playing Armored Core again, but just doing like artsy stuff. So I've been like creating and painting, because there's a very robust character creation tool in Armored Core 6, and that's been fun to kind of take it slow, take it chill, take a chill pill, and do something fun and artsy and different. Ah! But then, what the hell? But then, Thursdays. So I stream Monday through Thursday. Um, Thursdays are Throwdown Thursdays, to try to get me to play more fighting games more consistently. But I've also expanded that into like pretty much any competitive multiplayer game. So that's been fun. I haven't been able to do them the past couple of Thursdays though, and I don't think I'll be able to stream tomorrow night because it is ZenkaiCon weekend. Yeah, all that to say, if you like the sound of that, consider dropping a follow. It's free. And then you will be notified when I go live next time, and you can follow along with whatever else I'm doing. Maybe I'll do more stuff like this. I don't know. If you like this kind of content, let me know. If you hate it, let me know. That reminds me of another story. But yeah, glad you're here, and glad you're here on this earth. So, the story that reminded me of, I think I inherited my phone number from a now deceased woman. And I know this / suspect this because I kept getting like my single red line, my straight ass motherfucking line. I kept getting phone calls from mostly old people. Sometimes they were young, being like, Ruth, are you there, Ruth? And I'm like, nope, no Ruth here. Well, give me the phone to Ruth. And I'd be like, there is literally no Ruth here. This is my phone number. I just got it. Maybe she changed her number. No, she's had the same number for 50 years, and I don't think I don't appreciate you messing around here and yanking my chain, young man. So put Ruth on the phone now, or you'll answer to me. More or less is what they would say. They'd vaguely threaten me. No, that's not true at all. I would just have to tell them, like, I don't know who this Ruth person is. I think she may be not with us anymore. And that would make them sad. One time it was like this guy called and he was like, she's my grandmother. And this was like 2 or 3 years into me having the number. And he was like, we're very close. And I was like, not that close if you didn't talk to her for 3 years. Like, damn. And he was all butthurt. And I was like, bro, she's gone. You should have checked in with her sooner. And anyway, one time I got a voicemail. It was this older guy, and he goes, Ruth, I'm trying to reach Ruth, so if you're okay, call me back. If you're not, call me back. I was like, I don't think she will be calling anybody ever again. I'm so sorry to Ruth. Please don't haunt me. But it's just, I thought it was hilarious. Like, if you're okay, call me back. If you're not, call me back. If she's gone, how is she gonna call anybody? Okay, this one I might have to put down. It's gonna be a little further away. Might be a little harder for y'all to see. But it's very hard for me to paint. So, sorry. I'm realizing the shit. I'm realizing the angle at which I'm painting is probably not the most conducive to being able to see because I'm a lefty, so sorry. Maybe you're just here for the company, though. If so, thanks. Thanks for being here. Keeping me company while I sit here and talk to myself. Maybe I can, like, spread this toit like a toiker. What a dated reference, my god. It's so weird, like the... Damn it. That was going so well. The, with the light shining through it, it looks so pale and streaky and ugly and gross. And then when I hold it up, it's like, oh, this looks nice. Without a light directly behind it. So I was a little worried about time because I was like, holy crap, I'm going to have to paint over everything twice. I don't think I'm going to do that because, one, like I said, time. Two, think it looks cool like this. Not only cool, I think it fits the universe. Like everything is supposed to be grungy and imperfect for this world. For this world! I fed up with this world! Everybody betray me. Uh-huh. That's kind of a funny story. One time I went to a showing of The Room. Yes, that room. Tommy Wiseau's masterpiece. And I actually, unbeknownst to anyone I was with, including my girlfriend whose wig I borrowed, I cosplayed as Tommy Wiseau. So I went into the bathroom and I came out and I had like the big black t-shirt and the blazer and sunglasses and the long ass wig and a football and pants with too many belts. No, cargo shorts, I think, with the blazer. Too many belts and a football, and was just like, "Oh, I'm ready for the movie. Oh, you ready for my great premiere? Oh." and then and then the fire alarm went off while we were watching the movie, and we were all like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like this, it was so chaotic, but it felt like accurate to the film. Like it, it felt like it was part of the lore. Like we were like, did this theater prank us or something? Because it felt like it was part of it. Woof! I made that way too thin in the drawing, in the sketch. It's okay, I can thicken it up. Make it thicker than a snicker, if you know what I mean. Ooh, yeah, look at those clean ass motherfucking lines. He said, no, they were not that clean. I don't know if you can pick up my lady love in the other room working. Normally on my like broadcast mic, you can hear her quite clearly, and it's so funny because, again, for my regulars, sorry and thank you, because I talk about this a lot. But if you're new here, the reason why it sounds like a bunch of children are in the other room is because my girlfriend does these like HR training things, but with acting, with improv acting, and she's doing one. I'm bragging about you, hon. Um, she does these. She's doing one for like a college right now for teachers to be like mock classes, and so she'll like pretend to be like a bunch of little kids at once with voice changers and stuff, so the teachers, the learners can can hear that the voices are changing, but me in real life and our poor neighbors, to them it just sounds like she's just in there going oh, it's so funny. So if you hear a bunch of weird sounds, I promise, it's her job. What are you gonna do? My job. Yo, shout outs to fucking Kung Fury. Why did that not do anything? Hello? No, like no paint came off. Is it drying up? Is it non-toxic? Is it non-toxic? Is it hip-hop? Is it gothic? Yo, the new Gorillaz album, bangers. Front to back bangers. Oops. Oh, shit. Yeah, you may actually not even hear her at all. I might just sound like I'm insane for saying all these things. Oh, come on. Is it hip hop? Is it gothic? Can I flow topic to topic? Ooh, I kind of. Hang on now. Hang on now. We're cooking a little bit here. I was about to go over again these some of these edges where oh, now I just painted my own hand. Where it gets a little jagged, like here and down here a little bit, but I don't know. I'm kind of into it. And it is how it looks if you look up the reference. It is a bit jagged. Jagged Edge, let's get married. Remember Jagged Edge? I'm just gonna wipe it on this. On my glove. Hell yeah, brother! Ooh. Okay. Let's continue here. Ooh. Okay. I feel like I was just saying something else that I don't remember. That's fine. Can I flow topic to topic? Is it hip hop? Is it gothic? Whoa, 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 whoa. learner she's talking to right now is not prepared. Oh, they're being difficult. I can hear it. That's so funny. She has such a good business voice. Alright, this one here, I'm a little. This first, like, little fake ass bird thing. Like, I guess that's not bad. Uh, I'll do a once over how I'm doing it, and then we'll see how it looks. I'm seeing the light shining through it, which it'll probably never actually look like this. Um, and it's just looking streaky and like watercolory, watercolor esque, and but there'll hardly ever be a time where somebody's viewing it from above, much less at all, much less with also a light coming through the bottom. So I think it's fine. It looks great when I put it up to the camera. So I'm gonna go by that metric. What the hell is this? I can hear her responding to some very weird questions. This person is asking them some weird. Is asking her some weird stuff. Like about the job. I heard her go, "We're not really AI. We're all real people." And then she's like, "No, and I'm not just in a warehouse somewhere." And now they're like wasting time. I don't know what's going on. They're unprepared and they're like wasting their own time. Maybe because they feel guilty. This is so funny. I'm like eavesdropping on half of a conversation. I don't know if you guys can hear. I feel like I'm a sniper. I have to like breathe out when I'm doing like very micro movements. One time I heard her come on and go. One time someone was like, I guess they thought that she wasn't real because she kind of appears as like a digital avatar. Um, I heard the person go like they kind of like popped up into the camera and were like, "Ew!" They were like, "Ew, go away." It's like you signed up for this. Hmm. I'm sure she just wants to get off the call because if the learner's not prepared, then she doesn't have to do the session and she gets paid for it anyway. This person's just like talking her ear off. What the heck? Let me stop. Let me like talk about my own shit. Um, so you're not just like, why is he commenting on something I can't even hear? Um, so don't. What time it is? 10:45. Okay, we're going for about an hour and a half. Let's see how these look. Got the three stripes, the three red stripes. Red stripe. Uh, they don't. They're a little bit different shape wise. I just kind of made an approximation based on references I found. Um, I don't think anyone's gonna notice or care. Do you notice or care? And it's still even from the underside. Looks good. Damn. Yeah, I like kind of keeping the edges kind of ragged. I really like that. It looks like it was just kind of haphazardly painted on. Okay. I just realized I said I was going to switch to the smaller brush and I just didn't. It's going faster too, which is cool. I will soon be done with this color. And then this one, I don't even know if you can see the sketch, but this one that's up here, it's just all going to be solid green, so I don't have to worry about multiple colors. And then I'll be done with this whole thing. Holy crap. Well, I still want to sand the top down a bit and the handle. Oh, I have to wrap the handle. I could maybe do that. We'll see if I have time. I could do that on stream. I have like sticky brown tape that I want to wrap around it, but I also wanted to get some. I guess I could do that after. I was gonna get some hot glue for like the edges. Like the tape is really good. It's very sticky, like medical tape. But I want it to last. So I was thinking about doing like a hot glue around the edges. All right, hang on. My hair's getting annoying. Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil. She doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. Disney is gonna come in for the kill. and nuke my stream. They will. For legal purposes, that was just singing. It was a cover. I was not playing the actual Disney music. Twitch and or Disney, whoever may be watching. Twitch and Disney, I know you're watching my streams. You often do. Thanks for watching. Great work. Thanks for hanging out with me. She's like a spider waiting for the kill. Cruella, Cruella. Get it? Because devil. I thought the Emily Stone Cruella de Vil movie was pretty okay. I really liked the guys who played Horace and Jasper. They were very funny. I used to know their names because one of them was on the Schmodown. What you know about the Schmodown? The movie trivia Schmodown. Take me back to 20 freaking 17 or some shit. If you know the movie trivia Schmodown and you've come across my page, my Twitch, my whatevers, YouTubes, I miss it too. Pour one out. Pour one out for the Schmodown. Oh man, I missed that. If you don't know, now you know. The movie trivia Schmodown was there was this group of guys. It was hosted on Collider for a while because they were working for Collider, if you know them. But it was like a movie trivia competition, but it was like with all the pomp and circumstance and ridiculousness of like not MMA, well, kind of MMA, but like WWE. Like there were characters, there were storylines and teams and managers and like kayfabe and heel turns and face turns and. But the game itself, goddammit, was all real. Like they were actually answering movie trivia questions, and they had different leagues. There was like a singles league and a doubles league and it was Inner Geekdom, which was just like nerd movies, and then there was a whole Star Wars league at one point, and I actually was like kind of trying to be on there, but it got the competition fierce. Definitely check them out though. I think you can go back and watch all of the content. They started in like, I don't even know, 2016 or something. Maybe even earlier. I got into them in like 2017. I don't know how to tackle this part. Very carefully. Nope, not that way. Yeah, God, I miss them. But they, post-COVID, they tried to do it remote, and it just wasn't the same. The energy wasn't the same. They had like, I mean, they had like, they would pack out, they'd sell out like theaters and stuff, and people would like go live to like support their teams. Like there was merch. Like it was awesome. Uh,
Yeah, and a ton of fun to watch too.
slash listen to. I'd often watch them like when I was working. I would have them down in the corner of my screen.
I would get so invested though it was hard to like focus on what I was doing. She's like a spider waiting for the kill. Not the song I thought I would get stuck in my head tonight.
Or any night. Chat, what's your favorite Disney movie? Mine is and was and always will be Mulan. Mulan. I fucking love that movie.
Ooh, that was a close one. There we go.
We're getting there. Oh, I'd say 65% of the way through this last red one. Then one more green, and we'll see what time it is. It's almost 11. That might be the last thing that I do tonight then. Yeah, probably. By the time I get around to finishing that. Yeah. She's like a spider waiting for the kill. Cruella. Cruella.
Clean ass motherfucking line. I think I screwed up the other side of it, but. Ooh!
Ooh! I don't know if you can see that. Look at that top edge there. Satisfying. We're gonna get banned. We're gonna get taken off of Twitch.
Okay, let's see if I can do it this way. Can we do just as clean? On the bottom? Almost.
Remember, you idiot, it doesn't have to be perfectly clean. Don't call yourself an idiot, you idiot. You stupid idiot. I don't know why. Something hilariously redundant about calling someone a stupid idiot.
You stupid idiot. I think because it's implied that if they're an idiot, then of course they're going to be stupid, but.
Stupid idiot. I think the first time I heard that was in those G.I. Joe PSAs. Remember those?
Really aging myself with this one, but those G.I. Joe. You've probably heard the pork chop sandwiches. But after that part, he comes in and he goes, "What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here, you stupid idiot!" Get the fuck out, we're all dead. You tell me do things I done running. Oh god, those were hilarious. Some of those probably have not aged very well, but
Neither have I. That's not true. Be nice to yourself. What the hell? What the hell are you doing?
stupid idiot. Be kind to yourself. Cruella, Cruella. This is now a musical covers channel, a musical cover stream.
Damn it! That was so good.
I am on my way. I can go the distance.
That's my second favorite right
I
there.
don't care how far. Somehow I'll be strong. I know every mile will be worth my I'll go most everywhere I feel like I belong.
God damn it, we're gonna get taken off of Twitch and probably YouTube, but probably not because I sound nothing like actual Michael Bolton. Michael Bolton.
It starts now, baby. Roll with us. Chicken neck, neck, rolling up, rolling up. Black card at the bar, like who gives a fuck? This is the tale of Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh my god, I haven't thought about that in a long time. Oh my god, the Lonely Island,
Jack Sparrow. Oh, Captain Jack, you're damn what for? He's Papa of the surf, jester of Tortuga, raven like swing on the ocean breeze. Yeah, we've seen the movies. From the front to the back, say we count stacks. Come on, David Jones, Johnny Depp.
What? Oh. Stop this. Stop this. Stop this. Sorry for the rumble in the Bronx. Which I felt. Wow. That's fine.
Oh, Captain Jack, giving them what for. I love that Michael Bolton is able to just lean in to the goofiness, to the comedy. He was so serious for so long. I can't see. I can't see. I can't fight. That edge does not look great. But that's fine. That's part of it. Part of the experience. Everything you do, you gain experience. Leveling up our stats here. Ooh. And right when I said that, there was a cosplay stream. What's up, Josh? Right when I said that, I was like, oh man, that one sucked. And then I made this clean ass line. Ugh. How's your night going, sir? I'm painting. I'm actually painting. I'm not doing graphic design, I'm doing actual design. Check it out. I don't know. Oh wait, no, we literally talked about this last night. I know you haven't watched Gachi Yakuza, but this character has just like all these drawings and cool little Splatoon-esque looking stickers on his umbrella, which is his weapon. This is in the unpowered up form. And it just looks like a beat up old umbrella, because it kind of is. Looking good! Appreciate that. I haven't done any kind of streams like this before, so I was like, you know what? I need to con crunch, because as you well know, it is this weekend. Oh, here's the jacket, by the way, which I also roughed up. I was having fun with it. I made brown, gross, rusty looking paint, rubbed it all over some gloves, and just like put it on myself, and just grabbing it and twisting and pulling, and just like, it's supposed to look like he lives in a world of garbage, this post-apocalyptic trash world, because he does. So now, it's all dirty and gross. I love this graphic on the back. I didn't make this jacket. I wish I could say I did, but it's not a cheap iron-on graphic that you usually see when you order like cosplay jackets. Damn, you know what? I should have ordered a second one, because I was like, I would actually wear this. But now that it looks like it's been through hell and back, I probably wouldn't wear this specific one, but I would wear a clean one. But this is actually embroidered. Like, this is real. That's the real shit. Ugh. And I got this, where I'm freelancing for them, but I'm still going to call them like my company. But my company does a lot of like 3D printing. So here's his helmet. He wears this it's still printing right now, like literally at the office. So there's like a bottom like gas mask portion that goes here. But this is basically it. Like this will be like covered with a gas mask. And I have to paint some of it black, but it's pretty rad. It's supposed to have these like, it looks like stitching, which on this specific print, like whoever the artist was actually made them raised, which is really cool. It gives it some like depth, and there's like some battle damage. Like, I was super happy with this. And the fact that they were able to print this all in one piece, like I don't know if you've 3D printed anything, but normally it's like, you gotta get it in multiple parts and then like glue them together, but it was rad. They all also like, I don't have any other pieces, but I was able to separate they were able to, oh yeah, right here. All these little screws and stuff are going to go on top, like in these little holes.
And so I was able to just print them out, 3D print them in their actual color. I got different colored filaments, so I don't have to paint this. I can just like sand it down, glue it together, and then I'll be good to go. I mean, I'll have to paint the eyes black and the stitching, but overall, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to sand this and prime it and paint it and weather it, and I was like, no, if I get the right color in the filament, I can just use it. Yeah, as is. So pretty stoked for that. We are done with the red. Now for the green. Oh god, okay. I think I can probably still use this. Yeah, I don't want to use the tiny brush. Also, bonus points for having, or I should say, bonus pluses of just getting this random pack of cheap acrylics. I found this kind of green that's very similar to the actual color of this sticker graffiti thing. So that was cool. And most of these packs, they don't come with, it's like blue or like a green that's more, I don't know, not as, this is phthalocyanine green, so there's like a little bit of blue in it, which is what I wanted. Anyway, let me make sure there's nothing that I need to touch up with the red before I move on. AKA wash this brush off. I don't know, man. Maybe I should double up. I might make this top line a little thicker here. I don't know. I also need to hurry. Running out of time. Con crunch is real. Well, how does that? I don't know. I don't want to mess with it too much. I'll just hit some of these thinner areas a bit. Whoa, take it easy there, brother. Going a bit ham. Don't need to. Don't need to go too fast. Let's hurry, but let's not be imprudent. Yeah, that's fine. So, votes on what our little jar of piss is going to look like when I put the red in. I'll tell you what it's going to look like. It's going to look like a little jar of piss that I produced at the hospital when I had the kidney stone. Yep, pretty close. Pretty close to that. A little bit darker, unfortunately. Oh god, that was miserable. Ugh. Raindrops are falling on my head. Speaking of that, that song is very prevalent in I don't even mean this as a joke. I literally almost said Metal Gear Solid. Death Stranding 2. Which is
basically a Metal Gear Solid game. I almost said Mortal Kombat that time. What am I saying and doing here? What I like about acrylics, they're cheap. And they kind of crumble when they dry. So you can just kind of scratch it off. Ugh. Keep on scratching. Yup. That's the Pennsylvania lottery. Y'all already know I'm in PA. If you are as well, you know that slogan. The Pennsylvania lottery. Okay. That's probably fine. Hello.
Hello.
Love of my life. What the heck conversation were you just having with the learner?
Dude, that shit was so weird. Like,
I heard you just kind of waxing poetic with them, and they were clearly unprepared, and then it seemed like they felt bad about wasting your time, and then just wanted to talk to you.
they wanted to do. I just put in a whole thing about it.
Was that the case?
Yeah, that was pretty much what was happening. It wasn't bad. I was just never in that situation. Usually,
Yeah, I've never heard that.
when a learner's unprepared, they say they're gonna reschedule and that's it.
Yeah.
But homeboy was just yeah. So anyway, what's this? Oh crap! This is a lie. I'm not supposed to talk about. I'm not gonna talk about where I work.
You don't have to say the name, but
So what's your company about?
I told them the gist of what you do.
That's okay. It's not necessarily a secret, but
Yeah.
But they were just oh. So what's this about? I actually want to ask questions. You guys have a VR set in there? Are you all in a warehouse together?
Yeah.
I'm
I just can see you only
just my
just chest down.
am I Miss Bellum?
Yeah, you totally are, Miss Sarah Bellum.
Call the girls.
Powerpuff Girls. Pale.
Well, Mojo Jojo's taking over Townsville again. Shouldn't you be calling the Powerpuff Girls?
I don't know.
Well, sir, I could call them if you want. Yeah, she basically runs that city.
Right.
That looks so good!
Thanks.
Holy moly!
Yeah.
Ah! That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, to make a long story long,
Yes, please.
homeboy was just
Please be the another person
he was
talking because
oh yeah.
I've been speaking to myself
Aw.
and Josh.
For 2 hours. Hi, Josh. He was 3 minutes late, which is it's chill. I don't.
Yeah.
He
I heard.
was a great person. He was a really chill person.
It sounded like he was well, we have plenty of time, and you're we have 20 minutes. This is part of your time, you know?
Yeah, this is all part of your time, friend.
So
chip
funny.
chop.
Chip chop.
So, chip chop.
Ship shape.
So then it was just really clear that this person was not prepared, which is fine. But then I don't know. I was oh. So they decided that, they'll reschedule and that was fine. And then they started asking questions about the company and I was okay.
Did they want a job? What was...
No, I just think they were curious, which is totally normal.
Yeah.
I think they were realizing this is the first time I have a chance to ask questions. You can ask questions, but when you have something to do, we try to make sure that it's clear, we have this amount of time, and this amount of time, and that's it. We have 25 minutes. Now it was we're not doing anything, so can I ask you questions? I was okay. Sure. In my brain, I'm trying to filter it through everything that's as professional and company approved as possible. I'm
yeah.
We can be honest, but I'm pretty sure we're also expected to keep things a bit vague, just for the sake of the mystique. I mean, who wants to give away all kinds of secrets? That's not cool.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I heard you being we're not AI, we're real people.
We are real people.
I was AFK. Wait, I can just look on here.
What's AFK mean?
Well, he put AKF, but AFK is away from keyboard.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
cool.
I
was away keyboard from. Welcome back, Josh.
So, yeah, he was just yeah, so like y'all in a warehouse or something?
I was joking about that. I was like, did he just ask if you were in a warehouse?
Yeah, like with a bunch of VR sets and stuff.
You're like, I'm a real person. I'm
like,
just working from home.
I'm just in my home office, which I'm like, was I allowed to? Well, yeah. Well, why wouldn't I be allowed to say that? Do you really think I'm actually in the office at 11:30 at night?
Right.
Where else would I be? Like, I second guessed that, but then I was like, okay, it is like almost midnight. Like it's after, even if you're on the West Coast, it's after working hours. It would be what, 9:30 for you?
Yeah.
Like, why would I be at? I've never worked anywhere unless it's a warehouse, like, but not a warehouse. Like, oh, this is
maybe
where
that's
you
why
do
he
your job.
thought you
like,
were in a warehouse.
Like, I mean, third shift, like packing packages, like. So I was like, I think it's fine to say I'm at a home office, like.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I
was
assume that would be fine, but
new territory for me.
I know it sounded like it.
It was. I was like, and the longer I'm not going by script, the more it's like, some people do be.
Josh says some people be dumb.
I don't want to say that because I actually really like this learner.
Yeah.
I just think people don't know. They're not used to talking with digital people. Like,
and I was saying, like, you show up as like a
avatar. I'm
video
a sim.
game character.
I'm a video game
so
character.
They probably think it's all AI.
Yeah, which I get. I mean, in 2026, like, it's totally fair. But I'm like, I know for certain that I can't just explicitly tell you. He was like, so is it like, do you like have face recognizing tech that allows you to? I was like,
oh, it sounds like he's trying to get your industry secrets.
A little bit. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to say anything like that. So I was like, I just have a headset. We have a great team behind us that does a lot of, work and stuff. Yep. And I was like, I think I said something about software. Like, our software is built by a really great team. I was like, I hope that's okay. Software is obvious, right? That's not a secret.
Yeah, you're obviously using a program of some kind.
Yeah, how else would you be taught? Like, I was like, okay, I didn't say anything. Software is obvious. You're talking to me. How else would we be doing this on the internet? But I'm like...
And I even commented, I was like, you have such a good business voice.
Oh, thank God. I was trying so hard to keep things as professional and businessy as possible because I was like,
while still being approachable.
While still being approachable, yeah, because I was like, oh, this is a great opportunity to promote what we do. Like, this person was asking, like, so do you guys only do, like, college and, like, education stuff? And I was like, no, actually, we work with a lot of different companies. I'm like, that's okay. Yeah. That feels like public knowledge. If you go on our website page,
what companies exactly do you
now
work for?
I know now that feels a little different, but I was just like, yeah, I mean, we work with businesses and teaching their employees soft skills, communication, boundaries, anger management, being in line with best practice at their company, whatever that looks like, leadership skills, like all kinds of stuff. And they were like, oh, that's so cool. Wow, I have such a tough time explaining this to my family because, they know I go to school online. But then when I tell them I have to go because I have to teach a class full of high schoolers or 5-year-olds, they're just like, oh, and then I just tell them, oh, it's a bunch of actors and stuff doing it. And then I just like smiled to myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, yes, it certainly is an interesting thing to explain, not confirming or denying.
Yeah, that was very tactful of you.
I tried so hard. I was like, this is like, it's just so tricky. Like, I don't ever want to say anything. Yeah. So, and I just checked in with my, team about it after. I was just like, I hope I handled that correctly because we were talking like for several minutes and then this person recommended like, they're like, you know what this reminds me of? The rehearsal. Oh. You know who Nathan did for you? And I was like, okay, I definitely can't.
Yeah.
I do know this, but if I say I know it and you get this same person again and they don't know it, that's not going to be great. So it was a lot of thinking on my feet.
I know.
I almost was like, whoa, that's interesting. Tell me more about that.
And then I was like, what, is this person asking if you've seen like a certain show or something?
Homeboy was chilling with me like we were friends. I was like, oh man, bud, you seem really nice, but I don't think I was like towing. I was like, I know we are allowed to be friendly and all this stuff, but I was like, one wrong move and this could be very inconsistent with another person who's doing this same, like, I was like, I don't ever want to be ruining continuity in some way or making it harder for a team member later.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to be like, well, I gotta go. Like, I was like, should I have? I don't know. Yeah. But I did. I eventually, as soon as the TV show recommendations started, I was like, okay, I gotta.
We gotta wrap this up.
Because if this happens and if you get this person again and you ask if they saw the show you recommended last time, I'm gonna feel awful. So I think I said something like, yeah, well, I'll definitely keep that in mind. Certainly happy to share with our team. It's really cool that, which is a fair point. The rehearsal is a lot like what we do.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, didn't you show it to me, or did someone else do that?
Not the rehearsal. David
did. My bad. David did that.
Oh, yeah. Your ex.
Don't even play with me.
It's
never that. David's so sweet. You
just always confusing me with your ex.
Oh no, never that.
I see how it is. That's why you call his name out in bed.
Excuse me. What are you having the people believe?
That's never happened.
You're so silly.
Not with her anyway. That has happened to me before though.
Ooh.
I've never lost an erection so fast.
Whoa! It went pew.
It went. It actually just like went, and it popped off and crawled away.
Crawled away. That's so much.
It dissolved.
It needed comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was weird, but I hadn't. The last person didn't arrive, and now I can go die in bed.
Right.
Yes.
Well, no dying.
Well, the dreaded reminder, but the beautiful reminder. No.
It's just the beauty of life.
It's the beauty of not being pregnant.
It's life-giving womanhood.
Life-giving womanhood. Not that I would be anyway, but it's a nice reminder. I'm like, oh, safe.
Oh, thank God I'm not pregnant.
Yes, the thank God I'm not pregnant mixed with the ow, everything hurts.
Yeah.
It just popped out. It did, Josh. I was there. I'm kidding.
It
this
just
is way before we started dating.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Obviously.
I know, right? If I was like,
I got called a partner's ex in bed while we were dating, but it wasn't her.
This is how he tells me he was cheating.
No.
On Twitch.
I could never.
That would be so wild.
Oh, by the way.
Anyway, yeah, so that was my evening. That was quite the experience.
Well, you're in the right place for that.
The experience point. It just popped out. The Andrew Kinsey story, yo! You're funny, Josh. I'm dead.
Like we were talking about last night with, I just accidentally ended up inside somebody.
Whoa, you just kind of tripped.
It just happens sometimes.
That's like a Tyler Perry leading character.
Oh my God, yeah.
When he inevitably cheats, because Tyler Perry loves that storyline for black women.
Yep.
He cheats, and then he goes, baby, it's
but
not
what could
my
I
fault.
do?
She drew me in between her thighs. Like, I fell into the poussoir.
The poussoir.
And what was I supposed to do? I just had to stay in there.
I had to... I'm a gentleman, so... I had to... I'm a man of God.
It's always a man of God. In Tyler Perry movies and in real life, too.
And in real life.
Let me stop right now. Anyway, I'm gonna go.
Just some poor dude who suddenly ends up inside of someone and is so confused. I'm still laughing about that. It's so good. Like, everyone involved is confused.
Every single person. There's my bonnet. I was wondering where that was.
Please check out our last night's episode of Talk Tuesday.
Dragon Ball Z.
Of Dragon Ball Z. Emphasis on the balls.
Right, well, that umbrella looks great. Unbreaker.
You just magically... Oh, thank you.
And I feel like poop, so I'm gonna go lay down. But I love you. This is great. Y'all have fun. He's equally confused. I love it.
Guy, gal, non-binary pal. Thank you, guys. Thank you, gals. Thank you, non-binary pals.
Your voice is perfect.
It's too early to do my outro.
Hoes, bros, and... Wait, what was...
Bros, hoes, and... those with woes.
Oh my God, I love it. Slay. Alright, I love you, honey.
I love you too. Rest up.
Alright.
Yeah, is there another guys, gals, and non-binary pals that rhymes? Oh shit! Oh, I just made a boo boo. Fixed it. Maybe I should have left it. It gives it character. Maybe this one won't take me as long as I thought. I better not say that. Those are freaking famous last words. I don't think non-binary people would want to be called toes? Bros, hoes, and toes. Ooh. I mean, unless they're like super into feet. Which seems like it's a lot of the internet. I seem to have missed that boat. I don't know. I mean, it's not for me. That's what I'll say. It's not for me.
I'm so sorry.
You hate me.
I don't.
What do you mean? A charger?
No, the rice thingy has a hole in it, so I was gonna sew it up.
Oh no!
I felt some little like granules trickling on my lap. I was like, "What is that?"
Well, there's a second one. I just don't know where it is. I think it's in the table. Is it in the table?
I thought it was. I don't.
What a weird sentence. It's in the table.
It's in the table. I thought it was, but I don't see it.
Cement? More like cement.
Xavier Renegade Angel?
That sounds like something Xavier would say. Also, please, everyone, including Josh, especially Josh, check out Xavier Renegade Angel on YouTube. They're only 10 minutes episodes.
It's a gift from God.
It's a gift and a curse. It's the best, worst, stupidest.
It's a girth.
Most funny. It's the girst. The girth. And that's like the kind of shit that he says. Like, cement, more like cement.
Cement. That's genius.
Cement.
Damn.
Can I help you? Can I help you?
No, it's
With
okay.
anything?
I'll just put some tape on it. I just want it like
What about Lily?
Lily. That's right. Oh baby.
Oh, baby.
Hey Lily, where you at? I roasted her real bad.
Oh, you
It
burned
was-
her.
It was bad news bears.
Bad news whales.
Bad news whales. So cute. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Alright. Checking into the room again.
Checking into the hotel room. Speaking of, super stoked for Zinc Icon this weekend.
Zinkai.
Josh, not to persuade you, but it's the 20th anniversary this year. Just saying, if there's any reason to want to come to this convention, that's pretty significant. Which is also wild to me. You insignificant bastardo! What is that from? Oh, that reminds me. Courtney already has plans this weekend. I forgot I have a podcast recording Sunday afternoon. Oh, that's okay. I guess we'll just see you at the 40th anniversary. No. I can't believe it's been going on for 20 years, though. Like, holy hell. I mean, we started going in... You went in... We talked about this last night. You went in 2008. My first one was 2009. So, I mean, we've been going for like freaking 15 years. I've been going... I don't think there was a year where I missed. Actually got to head out. Oh, no worries. Thanks for popping by and making me feel a little bit less of an insane person talking to myself the whole time. So, keeping me comp while I paint this jaundice. But yeah,
we'll see you when we see you. I was gonna say talk to you on Tuesday, but I won't. It'll be with my lovely lady, and we'll talk whenever. Gotta wake up at 6:40 for work. Get that out of here. Forget about it. No, thank you. Hey, what the hell? Sometimes I'm like, this is gonna be too globby, and then it like streaks like crazy. It's a streaker. There we go. Please. No, it's fine. It's fine. I like a little bit of the rough edge. Yeah, gives it character. And it literally is supposed to look like that. He keeps having to remind himself when he makes mistakes. Okay. Speaking of, like this bit down here, where there's just like a little chunk of it missing. I love that shit. I love that shit. I wish I was better at doing it on purpose. How does that look? It's coming along. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Tell him. Tell him. Oh, baby. Tell him. God, I might have to bust out the tiny brush for some of the little details, but overall, I think this will be pretty fast. What are we at on time? 11:30. That's not too bad. I hope I don't run out of paint. Oh God, it's like catching on this. On this seam. Nope, nope, you're doing it again. You're doing too many little details. Broad strokes. Broad strokes. About to have a broad stroke. Ooh, forget what I said about the tiny brush. Doing this. Shit! Damn it! I was just gonna say I was doing this really well without a tiny brush. And I made a mistake. A mistake. It's okay, I think I can fix it when I do the other side. looks like it's glow in the dark. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Not too shabby. Hell yeah. Nice. Okay. We're getting there. I'm just trying to keep it like as flat as I can to make these very thin edges neat. Ooh, this is some of the most stressful this has been. Tiny little details. Now I have the freaking Hanukkah song stuck in my head. Adam Sandler. Harrison Ford's a quarter Jewish. Not too shabby. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Ooh, yeah, buddy. If you're okay, call me back. If you're not, call me back. That's so funny. We've got Ann Landers and her sister, dear Abby. Harrison Ford's a quarter Jewish. Not too shabby. God. Takes me back to the 90s. We made a bunch of those, I think. Oh man, now I'm thinking about 8 Crazy Nights. Remember that movie? That was great. Which is named after a line from that song. We have 8 crazy nights. Oh my god, I almost painted over a part that I have to keep blank. Okay. We're getting there. We're
They're doing the dang thing, as they say. My tummy is growling, brother. My hunger. I thought about just like ordering a pizza to do this, and then just making it a mukbang. We'll try 2 different new things at once: the painting stream and then the mukbang. Okay, damn! I almost painted over that thing that I was supposed to keep blank again. Not too shabby. You get out of here. Not sure how I feel about this. We'll see. We will see. Alright, tiny movements. These lines are so close together. Hell yeah, brother. Okay. Okay. Oh. How's that looking? For the... I can't even see me. For this green part. Doing pretty alright. Okay, almost done. Just this weird little middle finger graphic thing. Thing. You're the mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a hero. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel. I need to drink more water. Speaking of eel. Oh, I literally have, so I'm almost done with this one. I literally have a second one set up ready to go so that I didn't have to get up. Get your water set up. You don't have to get up. Or whatever Alexander Hamilton said. Alright, let's just, how about go like here. Just go right. Yep. And then this one. Nice. Now it's flattened so I can kind of come in here. I can come in here.
here. That show is something else. Like literally, I've never seen anything like it, and I tentatively, very tentatively recommend it. You have to be pretty Wait, did I do that the wrong way? You gotta be pretty open-minded, we'll say, to enjoy that show. In that you just have to remember it was a specific time. It was a very particular time. Oh god, this tiny little triangle. Okay. Getting somewhere now. Go check it out. Go check it out. I went into a Walmart one time in high school, and this is like not even that significant, but it stuck with me for some reason. I just passed this woman who was like just walking down the aisles like with such a bounce, and she was just like, I'm gonna check it out, gonna check it out. There was no one else with her, she was just doing that. And I was like, yep, that's Walmart. That's Walmart for you. You guys think Walmart is aware of how Walmart their clientele is? Or do you think that they think that they're classy? Like, does the Walton fan... Is it Waltons? The Waltons? Do the Waltons think, like, yeah, we're really doing a public service. We're really doing good in our community with our stores by exploiting our employees? And creating an atmosphere of insanity for all of our shoppers here. Go check it out, go check it out, go check it out. That literally happened half of my lifetime ago, and I still remember that. Alright, I'm getting tired of painting. Let's be done. Soon, please. I'm almost done. Almost done the painting. See, this is why I couldn't be a painter. I can only do it for so long before I'm like, I'm over it.
thoughts of him. In and out. In and out and in. Shoutouts to Aeneas Mitchell. The Queen, the Goat. The Queen of Goats. Almost done. Almost done.
Oh, my spine! My spine!
Just kidding. Obvi. What if I just did actually just snap my own neck and die on stream? God, what a way to go. Oh, that guy? Yeah, well, the guy that snapped his own neck and died on stream? Yeah, I remember. Were you there? Totally. I was totally there. If you're here, comment that you're here, please. Just to be remembered. In my memoriam. I just saw another video of that streamer Etika, and he was just like, it's one of his last videos. If you don't know, he was a pretty popular streamer. I don't follow a lot of popular streamers, but I feel like I saw him a lot. And he unfortunately took his own life. But it was like one of his last videos, and he was like just talking and laughing, and it just seemed so normal, and it just seemed like a regular day for him, which unfortunately probably was the case. Yeah, that's heartbreaking. Had some mental health stuff of my own in the past. Luckily, it never got to that point, but I do understand. So, I don't want to sound like whatever, but reach out to somebody if you're feeling like you don't want to be here anymore. Because I want you here. Hell, reach out to me. I've gone through not to get too dark here on a chill Wednesday evening, but I've gone through some shit of my own. But it gets better. It gets better. I know it's probably hard to see, especially right now. In this shithole fascist dictatorship we call a country. Assuming you are from here. But it's gonna get better one way or another. I have to believe that or I'll go insane. I've got to, mister.
All the thoughts of him, in and out, in and out, and in. I guess I could make this a little wider on this edge here, but it's so clean. I'm gonna make it worse, probably. Look at these clean ass motherfuckers. I might be able to fix that. Or make it worse. Damn it. That's fine. Now that he's gone away, can anybody say that I'm gay or a crazy woman? Now that he's gone away, can anybody say that I'm a diamond or a dime a dozen? God, I love her. Okay. There. She glows. Not too bad. Not too shab, if I do say myself. We got this one. 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 And we got me almost knocking my water off again. This one. That's pretty dang good. That's pretty I can't even really. Can't even really see. Yeah. Yeah. The Unbreaker is here. I am here. Wrong show. Just takes off. Hey, that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. Can you see that from this far away? Like
Even the underside still looks good. Hell yeah. Alright. We've been going for almost 3 hours. I think that's probably time. What are we at now? Midnight! Just after midnight. Welcome to Throwdown Thursdays. It is now Thursday. Thank you for joining me on a Wildcard Wednesday into a Throwdown Thursday. This was pretty cool. Quiet night. That's okay. It's awesome. Hopefully new people poking around the chat. It's okay if you don't chat, but I always love when you do. We're meant to experience things together. So let me sign off the same way I signed off. Oh God! I just almost like ripped a hole in that freaking thing. Which I guess is fine because it's supposed to be kind of gnarled. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Thank you guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Drink more water. I'm surprised I could do that with this thing on. This is going to be hard. I'm going to have no peripheral vision. I'm just going to be like a horse with blinders on. What am I saying? Thank you guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Go to therapy. Drink more water. And make something. Create something with your bare hands. With your bare hands. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. If you happen to be in the Pennsylvania, southeast Pennsylvania area this weekend, and you see me at ZenkaiCon, say what up. If I'm wearing this thing on my head, and I got this umbrella, and the rest of the mask is also done, I'm not just going to have the bottom of my face out like some kind of upside down Spider-Man looking ass kiss. Say what up. Say what up. If not, fine. We'll just fight. Now I have to fight everyone who doesn't say hello to me at ZenkaiCon. I gave you all fair warning. Anyway, it's late. I'm starting to lose my mind. Have a good night. Stay frosty. Peace.